Okay, the film roll has a friction clutch. That friction clutch will be adjusted during the roll usage. With that friction clutch, that adjusts the dancer bar from going up and down. If I tighten the friction clutch up, you'll see the dancer bar gets higher. Loosen it up, and it starts coming back down. So you want it to run in a nice even spot. What's pushing that down are springs inside of here. There's a spring in each side. There's the spring. There's also a button. You see the brass button on the inside of the bottom of the spring. That's holding your dancer bar down. On the bottom left corner here, you'll see a sensor. That's to tell you your dancer bar went all the way down, which is usually a sign of out of film. On the right side, you'll see that there's an adjustment knob. That moves the whole film from side to side. What that's doing is adjusting your top. And what I mean by the top is it's this part of the pouch. You want your two edges of the film to be even. To make that even, you adjust this. Screwing the film over, away from the operator, makes the top higher. Screwing it towards the operator makes the front higher. That's how you keep your top edge. From there, we have a printer. This printer head and the control unit for that printer. You can change the text on it and the location of where you want it to print. The print signal is a PLS channel. A PLS channel is on your HMI, and you can see number 5 is your printer run command. It's set at 140 to 160. So when your main shaft is a 0 to 360 revolution, it's using that as its reference. The next station would be a bottom. This bag is not using the bottom, so you see it's not even touching the bag. That's your bottom seal. Then you have a side seal, which has Teflon tape to help with the texturing and the no stick. Then you have a cooling bar. The cooling bar also has Teflon on it. That's to cool the glue after it's been heated. It cools it so it is easier to cut. The next station is a hole punch, tear knot hole punch. And you can see what that's doing is it's creating this hole right there. That's your tear knot. The next station is your registration sensor. This is the other part of it here. This is where you do the setting, and that's your sensor. To set the offset of the cut, you go to servos. This is your registration adjust, forwards and backwards. As you make that adjustment, this number will change. That number is stored, so when you open it up, it goes back to where it came from. Cut your film. Now on your film, you have some adjustments. The adjustment knob here is to skew your rollers, tip your rollers, so the film will drive up a little or down a little. You unlock it with this mechanism here. You turn this just a little bit and that adjusts your rollers, your one roller, to create a larger force on the top or larger force on the bottom, which will make your film go in that direction. Your other knob here is to release your rollers. When you pull this to the left, it will cam the rollers open so you can get your film in and out, but it will not feed film with the rollers open. This piece of tooling right here is actually to set up the knives. This is a knife setup tooling for the back end of your knife. This contains two springs which are actually giving you the force against your roller that's squeezing your film to keep the friction. That is also an adjustment that can be made to help your rollers from not slipping. You have a knife that has two blades, a front blade and a back blade. The back blade is stationary and your front blade is moving on springs and on slots to be adjusted. It also has two screws, one on the top, one on the bottom, that adjusts your pitch of your knife. That's how you set up your knife. That'll be in a separate video. As you can see, the film is going into the clips. What you want is the film to be right past and just starting to see those holes. So here we zoom in. You can see where that film is. The clip is holding it in place. Your next station is an air jet blade. Your air jet blade blows air into the bag to help open the bag so the product can fall into it. There's one of these sealing arms on both sides of the air jet which is holding the bag against the air jet blade so it seals up so the air goes in the bag. This is a no pouch eye. What that does is that registers that there's a pouch in the clip, and that sets your shift register to making a good part. That's telling your system there is a bag in that clip. The next station is your sponge load. Your sponge load has two vacuum cups, and on those vacuum cups you have a vacuum sensor. That vacuum sensor detects vacuum and allows your stuffer to load your sponge. We'll discuss the sponge load in our next video. Your pouch goes through. Now these two sensors are checking that you have no pouch in the top seal and that you do have a foam piece in the bag. So this one is to make sure your top seal is clear. This one is to make sure that you have something in the bag, either a square or a round. That sets a shift register that we discussed on this station that says yes, it is good. Nothing in the top seal, and I do have a foam piece in the bag. From that shift register, it's okay to fill. With the fill station, it also has vacuum sensors that detects the vacuum is made, so we call this no vac, no fill. If I have no vacuum, I do not fill. And it's made a reject. After we've filled, we've come across, we have guide bars that help push the foam into place so we can get a good top seal. This is your top seal. You can see that that bracketry goes all the way underneath. And then you have a top seal cool. Now the shift register is working in this area that says I have a good bag. I'll put it on the conveyor. I have a bad bag, a reject. I'm going to go down the reject chute. Everything right now, of course, is in test, so it's running good bags. This pickoff has 2 vacuum generators to assure that you're picking off a full bag. As you can see, this conveyor is just running in its single mode that just runs the bags out. This conveyor has 2 modes, a counting shingling mode and a standard mode that you're seeing here.